Hello, my name's Deanna Padilla, and today I'm going to show you guys a beginner basic tutorial on how to use Google Drawings. First thing to know is to get to Google Drawings, there is not an icon button over here in our waffle for us to find that. And so we do have to go to the Omnibar up here and type in drawings.google.com. Drawings was originally a piece of Google Docs, and it is something that you can create directly into Google Docs or Google Sheets as well. Or you can open and just create one here and have it saved to your drive. Remember that everything we create in the Google programs automatically saves to our drives. And then when you're in Google Docs or Google Sheets, you can import it from your drive instead of creating a brand new one from there. But you do have the option to create a brand new one there. All right, drawings looks just like this. This is our template here for us to use. We want to give it a name. So we'll call this drawings tutorial. Again, that just makes it easier for us to find so we don't have all of these untitled things sitting in our Google Drive. When in here, we have all of our different file or menu options. So file, this looks pretty similar. Same types of things that we see in most programs. We do have the option here. We can download it as a PDF, a JPEG, or a PNG, different things there. Under page setup, we have the option, okay, this is currently set to standard. If we want to do a widescreen one, we can do that. Notice that it changes the size of our page, of our canvas here for us to be drawing on. Again, we can see document details, publish to web. All of those things are available through here. We can also do a version history. Remember that the version history allows us to go and see what work has been done. It allows us to see who's done what work. And then if something happens and we delete or we lose part of our work, we could go back and restore to a previous version. So we haven't hopefully lost all of the work. Under our edit menu, basic edit functions here, view, we can zoom in if we would like, or zoom out. We can fit everything. We could show the ruler that's showing across the top here. We could show guides. This is kind of nice for whenever you're trying to size things up specifically. So we can show the guides, add vertical, horizontal guides, edit guides, snap to. So we've got guides. We could do a grid if we wanted to. So different options there for us. We can also go and view full screen. That gets rid of our toolbar and all of those options for us. I want to get out of that. So I'm going to escape to get out of that full screen piece there. You hit the escape button. Okay, insert is really where things start to get fun and all of the things that we can do in here. So we've got image, text box, shape, table, chart, diagram, word art, line. We can do comments on here as well, all kinds of fun things. And we'll look at those through our toolbar here in just a moment. Once we have things in there, we'll have formatting options, arrangement options, and then of course we have tools that we can use as well. Okay, so on our toolbar here, we have again the option to zoom. We can insert lines, arrows, elbow connectors, the curve, or we can just scribble. One of the nice things is that I can draw on here with my mouse, or I can use my finger to draw. So I have both of those options because we have the touch screen on our Chromebooks. We can use that. So I can change my line type at any time here. I want to get rid of all those lines, so I'm going to hit undo and undo because I don't need those. I have the option to insert a text box. So I click text box, draw a text box, and then I'll start typing text. And notice now that I have a text box in here, I have a longer toolbar here because I can change the fill color for my text box, the border color for my text box, the borders, and then all of this has to do with my texting, or the text itself, my fonts, sizes, colors, and bold. Again, the alignment of it, justifications, if I want to have bulleted points, line spacing. I have all of those options to do in a text box here. This is fun. Okay, then I have an option to insert an image. Okay, when I click on that, I have all kinds of different options. I can upload it from my computer. I can search the web for an image. I can search one for my drive, through my photos, by URL, or by camera. If I click on search the web, over on the right hand side, I'll get this box to pop up and I can just search for anything that I want to on the web. And you know what? Let's say that we really like this picture. So we're going to click on that. It'll pop up and show it to us. And then we can insert it. Now that picture is in there. I can change the size of it if I want to, so that it fits in one of my grids. Excuse me. Now that I have an image selected, you'll see that I have a whole new toolbar up here. So I can crop that image. I can reset the image, replace it, or I have formatting options. If I click on that, I get the option to size and rotate. So here's different ways that I can mess with that over here. The position, I can recolor it. So if I want to put a tinge on it, I could do that under here. Go to no recolor. I can do adjustments. So transparency, let's say I wanted to make that picture more transparent. So I can do that in here, change the brightness and contrast. I can add a drop shadow, if there is one, put one in there. I could do a reflection. That's kind of a cool option, so that it extends it a little bit. So neat things that you can be doing in here with your image itself. Like I could rotate it 90 degrees. I can flip it back. I can flip it the other direction. So different things that you can do to manipulate that specific image. You'll see that also I can add comments. I can insert a link to this image. So if I have that image selected and I click on insert link, then I would find whatever link that I wanted to insert it to. So maybe I want to have some information about dolphins. I'll put the link in here, I hit apply, and now whenever students or anyone is in my document or my presentation or wherever they've pulled this drawing into, they can click on this picture and it will link them to that website or that another picture or whatever it might be that I want them linked to. Okay, so that's that image. Again, under inserting images, we have the option to go to our drive. So we can search from our drive. Under here, it will show us recent. We can go to my drive or shared. So we have all of the same options under our drive, and they'll just be there for us to find. And the same options as far as the image will apply to any image that we put in here. We know that we also, under insert, have the option to bring in a shape. So I can add any shape that I would like to in here. So click and drag. And then with that shape, I can change the color. I can change the line color and the line thickness on that. I can change my formatting options on that. So I can come here. I don't want the drop shadow on that, and I don't want the reflection on that. So I can get rid of both of those. So formatting that specific image itself. Also under insert, I can insert a table or a chart if I need to, and I've got different chart options there, or I can bring one in from Sheets specifically. I can insert a diagram. When I click on that, I've got all kinds of different options to insert those. I can insert word art. So I love dolphins is part of my word art there. And then I can, again, go in and change colors on this if I would like. And I have format options for this as well. So I can change those things. This is where you go to be able to do text over your images, things like that. Because within Google Docs, within those programs themselves, you can't get that done unless you insert a drawing. Again, in Google Docs, you can go to insert drawing and create a new one, or I could take this drawing now because I'm going to have it saved in my drive and I can import it directly into there. This is kind of the workaround or the way that you would be able to develop things the way that you would in Publisher. This is kind of a Publisher piece for that. There are lots and lots of different options in here to be used. It's a lot about getting in and kind of playing with it and figuring out how all of the different things work. So that's Google Drawings. Hopefully you guys get to use that some, and your kids will love getting to get in here and create.